Dietary changes can really make a big difference for patients with their IBS, not only to help improve their gastrointestinal symptoms, but their bowel habit. And we find that roughly 70% of patients that we see, the dietary advice can make a really significant difference. We tend to offer advice about having a good, healthy, balanced diet, regular meals, so ensuring you're not avoiding meals or eating too late at night, being mindful of caffeine content, consumption of fizzy drinks, and ensuring you've got a good fibre and fluid intake are really important. We have quite a few patients who query the need for food intolerance or allergy testing. Generally speaking, food intolerance tests are quite unreliable and can be quite expensive as well. And being seen by a trained dietitian, if you have any food intolerances, they can go through your diet with you to find out what may be a trigger for the symptoms you're experiencing. We have some patients who the first line dietary advice doesn't help, or maybe doesn't help enough. So for some patients, second line input would look towards an elimination diet, such as the low FODMAP diet, which is fairly well known. As per national guidelines, it should be done with a trained professional, like a dietitian who's been trained in providing the advice. It's generally done over the short term. It's quite complex, but the results can be worth it for many patients. We find, as per kind of national statistics, approximately 3 out of 4 patients we do it with, it results in satisfactory relief of their symptoms and improvement in bowel habit, so that they can move forward with the confidence and knowledge to manage their IBS. If the initial guidance, such as the dietary changes mentioned in NHS Inform, don't help or don't help enough, your GP can refer you to a dietitian locally. There's dietitians throughout Scotland who are able to advise on the low FODMAP diet, whether that's locally or seeking help nationally. You should be able to find a dietitian to help you.
My name's Laura and I've been living with IBS for the past 5 years. My experience with IBS before I was referred into the dietetics department, I was very miserable on a day-to-day basis, going about, coming to work, miserable, in pain, with the symptoms, not sure what I could eat. That was a struggle because I was eating things and then ending up in pain. So I had quite a low mood prior. When I first met the dietitian at my first appointment, he did an assessment with me. We ran through the assessment and he looked at the FODMAP option, which we both agreed would be good to try. So I tried that, and the outcome of that was I knew which foods I had to avoid. He also recommended an app for me to download, which would help me in the supermarkets scan which foods I could eat and which I couldn't while I was on the FODMAP diet. So that really, really did help, because that was a struggle going to the supermarket. He also gave me information booklets, and he also referred me to an information website which had loads of information to take in and helped me adapt my diet. At my follow-up appointment, he did go through which foods I've been eating on a daily basis, just so that he could understand what I was getting from my dietary intake. And he constantly supported me after that and throughout it. So my life now, after I have been through the dietetics journey, is completely different. My mood is totally changed. I now know what I can eat. I'm not in constant pain. I'm not sitting in my work feeling uncomfortable. I can go on nights out, social occasions, eat out, which was a big worry for me, because I thought with this ongoing issue that I had that I wouldn't be able to enjoy social occasions, so it's completely changed my quality of life.